Hello, ladies and gentle ladies. Welcome back to another stream, and we're going to be doing some more silly stuff today. And yeah, let's just get started. So I have a brand new idea. I'm hoping this is a good idea, but this might be really hard. We might start this and then realize it's extremely hard. But yeah, we'll try and see what happens, I guess. If it's too hard, I have some other options lined up, so we'll just see what happens. So, first things first, we need to make a GUI. More specifically, just like an on-screen GUI. Or actually, no, really, it actually doesn't need to be an on-screen GUI. We can just make a normal screen, actually. So, what we're going to do, I'm going to create a new class, and I'm going to call this phone call screen. Okay? Some of you may already be able to see where this is going. So this is going to extend screen. Okay, as I say, I don't know how complicated this is going to be, but we'll see. So we'll do the usual. Get rid of that. Make the constructor public. Let's put in a component title is equal component dot translatable. Hello, Alex. Welcome to the stream. Also, guys, by the way, if anything's a bit different, my main monitor is now my right monitor. So OBS is now on the right. Speaking of, I need to move chat. So chat is on the left. Like that. That to the right. There we go. Okay, cool. Constants.mod ID. Phone call. Like that. And we'll just super title. Lovely. Well, public static final did public static float. Yes, it does. And there's also PRSF, which does private static final. Not float, final. By the way. There's other ones as well. There's I think it lists them when you control space, no? Apparently not. Huh. I thought there was a way to list them. There's also like a main and main A and PSVM and I don't know, you can do like .var, all of those things. I don't know actually what IntelliJ calls them. They do have a name, but I'm not sure what they're called. But they're all very handy, and you can make custom ones as well. Which is great, of course. PSI. PSI isn't a thing. There's PSFI, which is public static final int. There's also PSFS, apparently. I didn't know those existed. Presumably there's also PRS. Theism. Interesting. Okay. So what we need to do, we need to override a few things. So one second, let me turn this music down. Wait. That's better, I think. Okay. So I honestly am not sure how screens work nowadays. Because they're done weirdly. I think the extract background, I'm pretty sure, is the render background. I think. Yeah. So then extract. I'm guessing extract render state is the foreground. I'm guessing. I'm not sure though. Not sure. So fix the... we're also going to want init because we're going to want some buttons. As I say, I'm sure you guys can see where this is going already. Are we adding 911 to the game? Not quite. Yeah, not quite. Unfortunately. Or fortunately? I don't know. Okay, so... what we do... I'm trying to think how we even, like, start this. First of all, how do we draw a texture nowadays? Graphics dot... Blit? I don't know what the difference is. Blit sprite or blit? I don't know. This is something I never really understood when they had this back in 1.20 or whenever it was. Enlargement mapping still a thing? No, because parameters are already mapped now. But there's no need for parameter. I think we can blit. See, I don't know like what this blit method. This one. What's this one? Okay, that already uses GUI tag. Okay, that's the one we want then. That's the one we want to use. Okay. So let's grab a texture then. So we'll do identifier, background texture is equal. What parameter names were discarded by the Java compiler? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. Maybe though. In which case, but they exist, so I don't think that's possible, because like these are the vanilla parameters. You know? Like these are just what vanilla calls them. So I don't think that's the case. Why? What's wrong with that? X0, Y0, X1, Y1. Okay. Okay, first of all, I need to figure out what size this is gonna be. So I've already added some textures, by the way, which we're gonna use. Okay, I've just given away what we're doing, but it's okay. So basically, we're gonna have it so that John Pork will call you randomly. That's basically what we're doing. So I've got this iPhone texture, which we're gonna open in paint.net. Because I don't think it's perfect. It's not gonna quite suffice without some modification. First and foremost, removing it's gonna be messy, huh? That will probably have to do. It's not ideal down here, but like it is. And then also like all of this will need to go as well, but we need a way to like mask. Right, so maybe I fill this in with like green, and we just basically can chroma key, right? I'm gonna fill it a bunch of times to make sure that like every pixel in here is exactly green, all the same shade of green, and then we can just target this exact pixel color and hopefully build a mask around it. Alternatively, actually, and probably a better way to do this would be to draw that background first. So like draw the cooling screen first and then draw the phone on top. That's actually definitely a better way. So that's what we'll do. Okay, the other thing is we need to make this like a reasonable size because it's too big, quite frankly. So I'm just thinking, why can't you just hardcode the texture since it's only John Pork? Well, because I might add more later, maybe. Like, just more people who call you. So I want it to be a little more dynamic than that. That's the only reason. I'm just thinking the height here. Can the height be changed down to 512 by any chance? That would be lovely. How much is that? That's a height of 15. It can't. There's no way to make 512. Okay, in that case, really, we need to go up to like... up to like 1028. Like this can go up to 512, but this needs to go up to 1020. Which I hate, by the way. Do we need to do this? I know Minecraft doesn't like when you have images that aren't a power of 2, but I feel like it's like fine-ish. I don't know. Well, first and foremost, this needs to move to the left, right? Just so we can have that, for example. That's fine. Okay. Yeah, maybe we just don't have it be... I think it's fine. So what we'll do is we'll just select this. How far does that come out? Because there is this button on the side here. Okay, there you go. That's the size we need. So 266 by 533. And the size 266 by 533. And that's something up there because that's not worked on the height. 266 by 533. Don't know what happened. Honestly, like, we can remove this shadow down, but like it's kind of a pain to remove that shadow. It's like the same color as the phone, so it'll do. That'll do. That's fine. And then I've also got John Pork here as well. John Pork I think is fine. I don't think this is a problem. It's like the right size as well, or like the right shape to fit here, so that's fine. Okay, so that's going to be phone texture, and then we'll do... What do you mean you've never seen John Pork? How could you not have seen John Pork? Go ask Wide what John Pork is. Wide will be very familiar with John Pork. Yeah, I'm thinking we try and like draw John Pork first, because otherwise we have to we'd have to like chroma key it or something, which is not hard to do, but we might like need a shader or something. Either that or a bunch of like pixel math, and it's just not worth doing pixel math. So I think the easiest way is just draw John Pork and then draw the phone on top. That's just the easiest way. Because then we can size it fine, and yeah, it will all work. So we'll do graphics.blitz, we'll do John Pork, and it really doesn't like this, unfortunately. I think sizing here is going to be a problem. But we'll try. So, oh, first of all, we need a middle X position, right? So we need a private, ooh, how do we want to do this? Private int left pos and a private int top pos, and then what we'll do in the width, we'll just set that like that. But we need like a phone texture width, so we'll have like a private final int phone width, and it's not 176, of course, so it's 266, and phone height is 533. Okay, and then these can just use those values like that, and that should be fine. So then we have this, so that'll be this dot left pause, this dot top pause, this dot phone width, this dot, well, this isn't going to work actually, because we need to do this dot left pause plus, and then basically whatever buffer is on this phone to get us to this most left position. So basically here, right? So if we want to go to there, that's what, 19. Just check that is the lowest it goes. I think it is. Oh, okay, 19. So we'll go 19 in, and then we'll do this dot top pause, and we'll do plus, and then basically whatever the buffer is to the top pixel here. So that is 17. That, and then U is 0, 0. And then this is just the width of the John Pork. So let's have a private final int, which will be John Pork width, which is 387. Private final int John Pork height, which is 516. So it's going to stretch a little bit. Maybe we can change that later, but that's okay. Oh, this needs to be... we need to see what the buffer is on the right. Like, how far along can this go to here? That's 248. So is this 17? 19, I mean? Yes, it is. So in that case, we can do this dot left pause plus this dot phone width minus 19. And hopefully on the Y, that will be the same, but I don't think it is, unfortunately. It's 19 on the... Wow. I mean, that's okay, I guess, as long as we know that. So this dot hot pause plus this dot phone height minus 19. Sure, you can suggest something, Fortnite, and I will consider it. Should you render the phone then, John Pork? No, because that just becomes very difficult. More than anything. Left pause plus phone width, top pause plus phone height, 0, 0, phone width, phone height. Okay, fantastic. That should work. I'm pretty sure that alone should render John Pork and the phone. Should we try it? I think let's try it, I guess, and then see what happens. The only problem is we can't just try it because we have to have a way to actually bring this screen up. So ideally we have a keybind, but keybinds are kind of a pain in the butt. So we also want to have like should close on escape and return false. And we also want to have is pause screen and return false. These mallets? Not sure what that means, but okay. Just make an item and on right click shows the GUI. That would be probably the easiest way, yeah. I mean, I feel like we can probably pretty easily though write the logic to just like randomly bring it. Like, I feel like that can't be that hard. That's just using a client tick event, right? Only problem, of course, is that, like, it needs to be something that's, like, platform independent. That's the hard part about Multiloader. A mallet made of cheese. But like, what is it used for, you know? Like, it's got to have some kind of use. Like, we're not just going to add it and then it just not even be used. Like, it has to be... It doesn't have to be useful. It just has to be usable. So, like, what does it do when you use it is the question. Also, I think for now, by the way, I agree, we are just going to add a phone item because that is just the easiest. We're still going to have to make a packet and stuff, but that's much easier. So use, and we're going to say if what do we want to do? I guess. Wait, do we need to send a packet? Or can we just open it client side? Yeah, we have to open it client. No, we can't. We have to send a packet because otherwise that's not going to work. So we'll have to do if level is not client side. Then we'll have to send a packet. So we'll have to do... how did we do this before? Did we put it in services.platform? Or did we do like services.network? We did services.network. Okay. So then if we just do send to server or send to client player, and then it's just a new phone open. Well, it should be open. This should be client bound. Client bound open phone screen packet. So then we go into network, create this class. Does this need to have anything, or can it just be blank? Just thinking. It can just be blank, right? Implements custom packet payload. Type. I need to make a type. Client bound open packet. Type is equal to a new type. Constants dot ID. Open phone screen. Okay, type. Return in there. Boom. That's basically it. Okay, then we just need to do like the registry and stuff, which is ideally something I abstract out. But for now, we'll not do that because I'm lazy. So we'll do client bound play.register, client bound open pipe, and we need like an empty codec. What did I do for the open air? This. Basically that. Okay. I will do that then. There you go. We want to do private like that. Okay, that does just mean we need to do this dot instant, but that's fine. You're complaining, but that's fine. Don't care about you. Okay, so that's that registered, and then we just need to register the handler. So client play networking, register global receiver, and we just need to do a phone call. That's it, right? Yes, that is it. So that's all we need to do there. And then we just need to basically do the same thing in Neoforge as well. I don't remember where we did this in Neoforge. I think in... Where did we do it? Common? Oh, that's common. Registry helper? Where did we do it in here? Am I blind? Am I blind? Where the hell? Network helper? Oh. But where? Am I blind? Where the hell did I register packets in Neoforge? Hello? Did I do it in an event? Oh, okay. That's cringe. But sure, okay. Event.register, open screen packet type, lovely. That's fine. The screen. Oh, yeah. And then just do the same there. Can't I just do this? Okay. Fair enough. I thought there was a way you could just do it without a codec, but you do actually need a codec. Fair enough, I guess. Yeah, everything in Neoforge is an event, which I kind of don't really like, but it is how it is, I suppose. Yeah, so we'll go mod items. We'll go registry handle of phone item. Phone is equal register phone item. Like that, boom, bada bing. And I'm not gonna worry about like anything else. Just because like who cares? Maybe I'll do a server. I don't know. To be honest, I don't really know when you're meant to use this versus this. It's still a little bit beyond me. Ever since they changed it, I don't really understand which I'm meant to use, but it's fine. Okay. I think let's try it like that. Fabric has too little events and Neoforge has too much. I kind of agree. I don't know. I don't think Fabric needs more events though. I don't know. Honestly, I'm perfectly happy doing mix-ins. It's kind of, in a way, very often easier to write a mix-in than to use an event. It is kind of funny. But, you know, it is how it is. Oh, I'm yawning so much today. Okay. So let's clear. And then let's give us a phone. Wow. Interesting. Interesting. I actually kind of expected that might happen, I can't lie. And the reason is because like the John Pork PNG technically isn't a PNG. I just renamed it JPEG. Which I think is what's... So I'm just going to try and reload and see if it fixes that. There's also something going on with the phone. Like I can see it's like, I think that's part of the phone, like these lines. Oh, I just remembered I can't close the screen because I made it so you can't escape on escape. I should have thought about that, huh? Okay. We're actually gonna have to like close the game then. Because yeah, I overrode should close on escape. But now we'll just put true. To do change later when we have a way to end the... And let me just look at this again because I'm not sure what's going on here. So left pause, top pause, and there's left pause plus phone width, top pause plus phone width, U0, U0, use. Oh, these are U0, U1. Oh. I didn't realize that. That's why. Okay. There you go. That should be fixed now as well then. Okay, let's also run in debug mode so we don't go absolutely insane. But obviously, see. Yeah, it was just a JPEG, but when I downloaded it, I renamed it as a PNG. But obviously, doing that doesn't actually make it a PNG. It just means Windows read it as a PNG. But yeah, I didn't consider that Minecraft wouldn't read it as a PNG. Okay, somehow worse, actually. How is that worse? I can see John Pork. He's there, I think. Is it giving any errors? Who's the vertical? If we can't even see the bottom and top. Okay, let's look at this again. So we're doing this dot left pause, this dot top pause. X1 is this dot left pause plus phone width. Y1 is top pause plus phone height. You know what? Let's get rid of John Pork for a second. And just see what happens. So the phone texture just isn't render? Aww. You think it's rendering a 16 by 16 section? Maybe? Should we try add in render pipelines.gy textured and then just like do it like this? So then the parameters are texture x, y, and then instead of having x1 and y1, we have ub, which is 0, 0. And then we have the width and height. And then we have extra width and texture height. So we have bone width, bone height. Okay. There we go. But now it's too big. I can fix it by doing this. Wait, do I have Copilot off? Why is it not working? Is it scared of John Pork? Has this done... No. It has. I mean, let's try this. Okay. We have John Pork. This is a great start. Okay. Okay. Problem. This is using John Pork width and John Pork height, though. So, we need to do phone width -19 and phone height -19. I was hoping that would stretch it. Or like, not stretch it, but like shrink it, right? But it's unfortunately not doing that. Oh, because it needs to be... well, it also needs to be not 19, but it needs to be minus 17 as well, because of the top part. And this also needs to be put minus 19 again, right? So like now that fits within the phone, but it's not stretching. I don't know how you make it stretch. I think there's additional parameters. Yeah, so you could make it so you have source width and then you have texture width. So source width. What's source width? So source width must be the width you want it to be. Is that right? That doesn't change anything. What if I set the... What if I set this to John Pork width and then this to John Pork height and then add this as the source width? I don't know. I'm just messing around with numbers here. Okay, that has stretched it. So I must be onto something. Hmm. Source width, texture width. So maybe texture width is the one that needs to be? Or maybe these both need to be. No, because we tried that, right? Yeah, like that doesn't pull it in. And if I do that with the texture width, that won't work, right? Oh! That does work. That works. Interesting. Okay. Sure, I guess. I don't know why that works, but that works. I really don't know why that works. Source width? I don't know. I don't know, guys, but it works, so we'll take that. Okay, next problem then. How do we fix this? How do we stop it from being so mahoosive? What we could do is just say, I mean, we could multiply it by Minecraft.getInstance. There's like a screen. I don't know where it is. GUI dot width. There's like a get window dot scale or something. Get GUI scale. I'm not exactly sure though, so I'm gonna cheat and I'm gonna ask Codex to figure this part out. Anytime I come to maths, it's like, nope, I'm out, and I get Codex to figure this part out. Can you fix the scaling in a phone call so that I can always see the... I think I need to multiply some values by the Minecraft UI scale or something. Sure. And then it should figure that out. That's it. Because I want to have it like normal. I want to be able to have... What is normal? Like this? Something like this, right? Is that normal? That doesn't look right. Or is it smaller than? I think that's... It's something like that. Far off. Okay, what's it done? Scaled phone width. What is scale? Width over phone width. I can't lie, guys. I don't think it's succeeded. Outfits to screen.width. Where does it say that? Oh, because it's using now this dot width, which will be the width of the window. That might work, yeah. That might work. We'll have to restart the game though. What I'm gonna do before I do that actually, I think I can set the... Do this real quick. Build tools. Cradle. I want to set it to use JetBrains runtime. Oh, JetBrains runtime causes a bunch of problems though, doesn't it? Yeah, I can't be asked to do a JetBrains. I take it back. Especially since we have tons of mix-ins, everything will just explode. so we'll avoid using. Okay. Here we go. Lovely. It's completely fucked it up. Lovely. I'm just gonna give it the image and say, nope, not working. Hello? Can you let me paste? Hello? Yeah. I know. It's because it doesn't know what it's done. But I can't find my freaking screenshot that I literally just took out. There you go. But hello? Bro, why? Okay. What I'll have to do... I'll just have to run this in. You can't give codecs that image. Well, not in IntelliJ, yeah. Because I don't think IntelliJ lets you drag images in the terminal. That's why. And it probably doesn't let you paste images in the terminal either. There we go. So if I just give it this. Not working. I mean, you could have used the JetBrains AI codec plugin, which was fixed. No. I'm good. I don't want to use JetBrains shenanigans. We'll just run it in here. Here you go. Screenshot shows the phone screen still being enjoyed running, which means the plate is not. Sure. We'll let it have a look. Hello, Lone Wolf. Welcome to the stream and thank you. Much appreciated. You have a wonderful night as well, Lone Wolf. Okay. Yes, this is John Pork, Lone Wolf. Welcome to John Pork. It's getting a lot of errors. I think it's running commands wrong. Because it's getting a ton of errors. But okay. We'll see what it gets from reading GUI graphics extractor. Yeah, I mean, it's because Mojang keeps changing their GUI methods. Like, Blit doesn't work how it used to. I think you do scaled width, height, and it should work. Maybe? But I don't know. Because I also don't really understand how on earth it worked before. Yeah, it's because it's changed this again. But we'll see what it says. Random math itself should have fit the frame. Well, no, it clearly hasn't. All the image is being stretched to the phone's inner area. Yes, that's what it was meant to. Why are you red? I don't know. Why am I red? Oh, there you go. I don't know why I went red there. Interesting. Yeah, I need a lot. There you go. I'm not sure why I went red. Okay, what did it do? Did it do anything? Oh god, it's done so much. Goodness gracious. Okay, it's tried to remove init, hasn't it? Wait, has it just removed everything from friggin' init? I think it has, right? Bro, it's... What is it doing? Okay. It's... Bro. It's just... It's basically just nuked the entire file, guys. Okay, what we're gonna do, we're just gonna undo all of its reloads. Undo that. And I'm just gonna tell it, you're doing it completely wrong. You need to use the... Let's try and find the actual specific thing it needs to use. That will help. Scale. It's like a window dot get GUI scale or get GUI scaled width. I mean, I partially agree with you, yes. I would say... I mean... I don't know. Usually... See, the problem with this is not necessarily that it can't do it. It's that to be able to do it, it has to consume so much context. Because Minecraft decided to, like, put this method behind, like, 10 layers of abstraction, right? Like, you can control click in here for quite a while. Like, a really long time, actually, before you actually get something that shows you how it draws that texture, right? So, like... For it to go in there, it has to figure out so many layers. Like, I couldn't do it, to be honest. Like, I mean, you just saw how far we got here. We've got basically as far as we can go in this class, and it tells us nothing. Like, we have to come into blip render state, and then we have to look at bind vertices. And then we have to figure out, okay, how are these vertices formatted? Like, are they using, you know, are they going round clockwise or are they anti-clockwise? Are they front to back, back to front? You know, it's like, ugh. I can't hot swap that either. Reload the game again. Okay, what it's done with this split method, I don't think it's going to work still. So I feel like we're not going to have achieved anything here either. But we'll try it. You never know. It has done it. There you go. So... boom, bada bing. So hopefully any screen size now will get John Pork. And boom, no problem. Okay, lovely. So... that's the way to start. Next is like the cooling part. Also, we kind of need a better phone texture. So what was the fix? Well, the fix was using scaled width and height, which is what I thought it was in the first place. That image needs some anti-aliasing. Yes, but trying to find an iPhone texture that doesn't, that is like a decent size, and doesn't have this problem is not easy. Like, you can't just search iPhone PNG because it doesn't come up with PNGs, you know? Like, it just lies. They're not PNGs. Oh, actually, I might have just found one. I might have just found a decent one. You can edit the image yourself. Bro, I'm not spending, like, 4 hours cleaning up this phone image. You realize how long it would take to go around and try and do the friggin' thing? So can you have like a special one which comes in like a 1 in 1,000 where you get the Victorious fork? I don't know what that is, Wide. What is this? This is a thing? I've never seen this version of John Paul. What is there? That's crazy. Maybe Wide. But they're all on like they're all on like different backgrounds though. There isn't one that's they're not like on consistent backgrounds. So what background do I put it on? It's just any of them. Okay, they're all really bad quality though. Like, when I say bad quality, I mean like really bad quality. Okay, actually, I might have just found one. Just saying that, and then I think I found one. Okay, maybe. I'll consider that in a minute. Anyways, I found this. I found this phone texture, which is, I think, the same one we currently are using, but, like, not shitty. So we're gonna try this. Let me put it on my other drive. Programming, Java, Minecraft. 30 is syncing, common, source, main, resources, assets. 30 is syncing, textures, GUI, and iPhone. Okay, now we just have to figure out what the dimensions of this one are, because they look. It looks to be a bigger image. Okay, so this is the new one. Yeah, I mean, immediately you can see that this is 1, higher quality, and 2, just like a bigger image. Oh, look, but it has the actual shadow rather than like on a white background, which is nice. Okay, this presents us a little bit of a problem though, because like figuring out the actual bounds of this now is very hard. I wonder if I have a plugin. I don't think I do. No, I wonder if there is a paint.net rock to content. Oh. Apparently you can do... So like if I turn this down to like 1%... Maybe not 1%. That's... Apparently there's like weird trends. But we'll go like lower. Like low enough that we have, yeah, like all of that. That's fine. And then apparently there's a way to like invert the selection. Invert? Wait, no, that's... How do you invert the selection? Tolerance level... Oh, you can set the tolerance... Oh, well, no, that's fine, actually. Oh, Control I. Oh, look at that, guys. That's pretty sick. So now I have... Oh, that's fantastic. So now I can do an image of that size as well. Boom, bada bing. Look at that. So now I can save that. Why Paint.net? Didn't they make Affinity free? I think they did make it free, yeah, but like... I don't like Photoshop. So, you know, if I want... But, like, let's be real. If I wanted to use Photoshop, I'd pirate Photoshop and use Photoshop. You know? Let's be realistic now. I simply just don't want to use Photoshop because I don't like Photoshop. It's not a matter of like, oh, I can't get my hands on Photoshop. Because everyone pirates Photoshop. No one is paying for Photoshop. I'm not sure Photoshop has a single paying customer, genuinely. I think you would actually have to be... Well... You'd have to be a complete and utter idiot to buy Photoshop. That's kind of how it is. Because there's just there's no reason to do that. But here we are. Well, the thing is with Photoshop, you can't even buy Photoshop. You have to friggin' pay a subscription, and it's like you're friggin' breaking the bank if you try and do that because it's so expensive. Anyways. I'm not going to rant about Photoshop. That's 53, and then that 160, 46, I mean. No. So 53 and 46. So 53 and 46. And then I don't know what these numbers are. Is that this? That's 52. Maybe this is just that double. Yeah, it would be. So this is 52. So this is 104. The paying customer is business, which are required to pay because, well, yeah. That's probably true. What's... Okay, not 46 though, is it? Let me go down to the bottom of the image and find out what this number is. It is 52. Interesting. Okay. Well, that's also 104 then. Lovely. Oops. Do that. Let's also close the game real quick. Well, do we have to? No, we don't have to. Let's not do that. Okay, we don't have any hard-coded values in there, so that's fine. We do have to change the texture size, though. Because the phone is now no longer the size we originally said it was. It is now 787 and 1577. Like WinRAR, only businesses pay for it? I don't think any businesses are paying for WinRAR, I can't lie. Because like Windows has good enough capabilities. But I can't lie, I don't think anyone is paying for it. The only people paying for WinRAR are probably just the people that wanna support Win, you know. Has that worked? That hasn't worked. I think I needed to build. Wait, no, it just hasn't worked yet. Nothing's... Oh, but the textures... Well, yeah, nothing's changed. Something would have changed, I think. But we'll give it a second to build and maybe we'll see. Reload, yes. And then go in here, F3T. Maybe just the... It has changed, right? Yeah, it has. It has. It has, because if we look at that, I don't know what you guys can... it's not quite right, though. What does that look like for you guys, by the way? I don't know what it looks like. 1 second. My other one. Okay, that basically fills the entire thing. Good to know. But yeah, there's like a weird gap down the bottom. Right? I don't know why. Six times scale. That's the top. The bottom, I'm pretty sure, could be 104. Oh no, because it would be 46 plus 52. Right? Because it's the top and the bottom. So it's 98. And then this 104 will also be 105 because it's 53 plus 52. Yeah, there you go. So now that's fixed as well. Okay, lovely. So we have John Pork. Done and dusted. I'm thinking we make some constants because I'm kind of going crazy with all these numbers. So first of all, we can make these constant. Let me close the game so you guys can see what I'm doing. That would help, right? So we can make these constants. So this will be John Pork width. This will be John Pork height. This will be phone height. And this will be phone width. Then what we can do, we can have a constant for phone left, which is going to be 52. Then we can have phone top, which we've got as 46. Phone left is actually pretty low. Then we have phone right, which is 52. And phone bottom, which is 52. So, get rid of all these. So what we can now do is we can do phone left there. We can do phone top. We can do phone left plus phone right. And then we can do phone top plus phone bottom. Which makes that a lot better to deal with. Because now we have some nice constants. Can you add a Samsung phone? I'm sure I could. I'm not going to. But I'm sure I could. Right. Lovely. So, what to do now? Well, I'd like to not hardcode John Pork. Or I'd like to make it so it's not always John Pork. So I think we can do that. What we'll have is we'll have a public record and we'll do phone contact. I did think about like trying to like make an entire phone, but think we'd be going a little bit overkill with that. So we have a string name and we have a texture. Then we can have a int image width and int image height, like that. Sure, we'll just do some like basic validation. Okay. Okay. So something like that. Is there anything else we need a phone contact to store? I don't think so, right? That's like everything we care about. Yeah, I think so. Okay. So then what we can do is we can have a private static final list or set. Really matter? Really? We can do that though. And then we can just get rid of some things. So like we can get rid of that. John Pork left. So we've just renamed this to contact or cooler left. Then we'll have cooler top. We'll have scaled cooler width, and we'll have scaled cooler height, like that. Like that. And then we will also have, well, actually one thing I will do as well. Let's get rid of that and put that in there. Okay, then what we can do is, where did we have those constants for Big Man John Port? Oh, we put that there. Okay, I'm thinking in that case, we also store a private phone contact, which is the current cooler. And then just like in here, we just say current cooler is equal, and we'll just get a random one. So we'll just do contacts, get, and we'll do Minecraft.getInstance. Do we have a random? Get random. Next int contacts.size. For now, we'll maybe add like a rarity or something later. But obviously we don't want to go completely overkill, right? Okay, then we can just use this.currentCooler.texture. We can use this.currentCooler.imageWidth, .currentCooler.imageHeight, this.currentCooler.imageWidth, and this.currentCooler.imageHeight. And that basically should be it. So that now means that we can easily add any other ones. I feel like we might as well... do we add a rarity? I don't know, because then we have to add like a weighted bag. I don't know if Mojang has a weighted bag. Weighted... I mean, they have a weighted list, I guess. So actually, we could probably just use a weighted list, right? Can we just do weighted list dot of? And then we can just do a new weighted, right? I don't remember how this works. of weighted. I want to use this one. I don't know how to make it use that. Do I have to? I guess I have to have multiple entries, right? Why is it fine with just having a normal? What is E? What? E could be anything. I don't understand how that's possible, because isn't the entire point that they're weighted? I'm not sure I'm following. Like, how can you have any item if the only thing that can be in it is a weighted list? Is a weighted entry? I'm confused. Am I being stupid? Oh, it just adds a weight of 1. I see. Oh, I see. Okay. I see. Yeah, a weight of 1 is fine, I guess. Oh, well, if we want to have it be ints, I suppose. So we'll have to do 100. Okay, is there anyone else we can have be cooling? Who else do you have cooling? I think I don't remember all the different coolers. If anyone knows, please let me know. Meanwhile, I'm just gonna add this one. Add yourself as a cooler? I don't know about that. I don't want to be included in this in this madness. Okay, what am I doing? So lost. Yeah. Okay, lovely. I'm just adding another one. Trying to put it in the right place. And then I'll Google, see who the other coolers, because I'm not with the TikTok brain rot these days. I don't know who calls nowadays. I could ask Wide actually. I'll just Google it. Let's see. Because there's the other ones, right? There's isn't there like a cheese one or something? I don't know. I don't know what he's called. You know what I can do? I know who I can ask. We can ask this guy, Rock. Can you list all the TikTok coolers? Because Grok will know. Grok is just gonna know this kind of. I don't want fast. I want. Can I not do like Google? Like, can you look it up? Why? So, save. I don't know if this is like okay, these are all the other ones. Okay. These are all the ones in the lore, apparently. So you got Tim Cheese, Bob Bacon, Simon Claw. Bro, who are these? Okay, I'm gonna Google it on another monitor just in case. Okay, I've seen Tim Cheese actually. Let's see if I can at least recognize all. I don't know. I've never seen Bob Bacon. What the hell is going on, man? Who's coming up with all of these, by the way? Okay, I see. And then who else is there? Okay, I think I've seen Marvin Beak actually. But okay. That's one then. And then there's also Tengu. I assume that's not like that meant to be Pingu? I'm not familiar with this yet, bro. This is long above me. Okay, we could also add you know who we could add as well? We could add Quandale Dingle. That's definitely one we could add. Just add all the friggin' brain rot characters, right? We could even add friggin' Skibidi Toilet. We could have Skibidi Toilet cooling. Is that's got to be there's an image for that, I'm guessing. Yeah, there is. Of course there is. About as you would expect there to be. Okay. That sounds phenomenal. Quandale Dingle. Yeah, Quandale Dingle's great. Yeah, I'm just trying to find actually a good image of Quandale Dingle though. Surprisingly not easy to find. Yeah, they all kind of actually just stretch a lot. So I guess that works then. Okay. I'm finding all of them. Okay. I have a good list of them now. So first of all, we're gonna add whatever the one I just added was. I forgot what it was called. Dequavious pork, apparently. New weighted. Phone contact. Yes. And then like that. And I don't know what. Also, it's got an extra dot in there. So here's Dequavious pork. So 272, 480. 272 and 480. That. And then we just need like a rarity. So we'll make that like 5. It's much rarer. Okay. Now I'm going to start downloading all the other ones. And then we'll go from once I've done that. Actually, I need to make sure I am naming all of these. I can't show you guys in this, unfortunately, because Google Images moment, you know? You never know what's going to come up. But it's okay, because I will be quick. Okay, that's fine. I don't know what this one is. I don't think this is. I don't know. Okay. One Dale Ding. Okay, final one. Okay. I've got all the images. Now I just need to turn them all into PNGs because none of them are PNGs. So let's do that. Okay. So let's start with Tim Cheese. So I'm gonna find if I go home. Yeah, there you go. And then I just wait, no. Oops. No, it's not popping up. It was worth a try. Yeah, let me see if I can find the path then. Nope, I don't have it copied. Wait, that's fine because I can go here and I can copy path, absolute path. Okay. So I save this as a PNG. Okay. We'll do this one. Lovely. Close them as we do them, and then we can keep track of what ones we've done. Okay, this one has some like weird white border around it. I wonder if I can fix that. Apparently not easily, no. Okay, fine. I'll just have to do the selection. Is not fast. Go, and then take that. So then I can just select that with a 0 tolerance and then Control I. I'm actually going to try and remember that now because that's going to be incredibly cool. Okay. What was this one called? I already forgot, I can't lie. I think it was Marvin Beat, I think. Yes. Okay, this is Simon Claw. Apparently I already have Simon Claw. Oh, I renamed Tim Cheese to Simon Claw accidentally. Oh shit. Okay. Boom. Lovely. And then this one is Bob Bacon, the final one. Okay. Now, I can't be asked to add all these manually, so I'm going to try Codex again. See how it goes this time. Can you add all of the... You know what I'll do, actually? Okay, new cat for cooling. And then I'll just add them all like that into cooling characters. And then as long as I cooling characters, you have an error though. Context.get. Oh yeah, because that just needs to be get ran. We can just do or else contacts dot. You can't actually. You can't just get. Wait, really? There's no way to just like get one? I guess I just unwrap.getFast.value, which isn't ideal, but what can you do? Yeah, that can be fine. Okay. So can you add all of the calling characters from repository root? Characters to at phone call screen contact with a weight of that should be incredibly simple. It just has to probe all the file sizes. Yep, like that. Perfect. Lovely. Maybe maybe later down the line we can even make this data generable. It wouldn't be that hard, to be honest. Like, this is a very basic JSON structure, so we could probably do that very easily, but not right now. Maybe later down the line. Okay, so let's run it. I mean, might as well try it, right? See how it goes. And then, yeah, once we get this working, and once we get it so... And this is probably all we're going to do today. I don't think we're gonna have time to do anything after this. So yeah, that's okay though. Let me just close something. Okay, game's loaded. So let's open the phone and let's see who's calling. I already forgot their names. I mean, that works. Oh, wait, we've got that guy like many times already. But that guy's so common. Why is he so common? I don't think this is working. Oh, because it set him back. Okay. Thank you, Codex. I definitely asked you to change that. Okay, it's like that guy, like 10 million times. I mean, it's just random. I mean, there isn't really a way to control that. Unless we added a weight against the weight, but that's... So it's fine, to be honest. Yeah, so now we just need to do, like, the rest of the cooling screen, right? So I need to look at what a iOS cooling screen looks like. Since we have an iPhone, we might as well do an iOS cooling screen. So easiest way, honestly, is just to look up John Port cooling and look at what it looks like. Okay, they're all different. Actually, every single one of them are different. None of them are using like an actual cool thing, which is interesting. Okay. Okay, I found one that we can... Background removal. Found something that should work pretty well if it removes the background properly. Let's see. Hasn't done a great job. Let me try. Nope. I just need to find something that can remove the background. Let's see. Okay, not helpful. You know, I know what we can do. Let's do... Right. I found a one we can use. Let me also find an accept button. It's like finding two that are like basically the same is the hard part, actually. Okay, actually I found one that works better. Okay. Found what I'm looking for. So wait 1 second. Okay. Yes, I found what I'm looking for. Lovely. Okay, so how do we want to do this? So I mean, we want to kind of try and have like the whole iOS UI, if possible. Not like the whole thing, but like the whole cool UI, really, is what we want, right? So I think that's doable. It just becomes a little bit complicated. Decline all button. Let me add that, and then let me add accept call button as well. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to draw probably, well, we want to add them as actual buttons, right? Only problem is, what happens if you accept a call? Consider that. Right. Because if there's a button to accept and decline the call, then you could just accept the call, and then what on earth happens if you accept the call? I didn't even remotely consider this scenario. But it doesn't make sense to have both buttons. Unless we have like a voice line, I don't know. Or maybe I just have a decline button. I mean, okay, first and foremost, let's try and draw the caller's name and the like is calling text, right? So we want, what we want to have is like graphics dot, I don't think it's text. Oh, it is text. Okay, text. So we can do this dot font, and then say this dot, yeah, current caller dot name. And then we want to have, yeah, that basically, and that, I guess. I don't know. I mean, we'll just have to see what that looks like. This dot font, and then incoming call, yeah, something like that. And we'll just have to see what that looks like, right? Let's quit the game, load it back up, and see what that looks like. And then we'll go from there. Okay, so got bacon, skill, yeah. That's fine. But this isn't working. Left pause plus scaled phone width divided by 2. So I guess that's not working. For some reason. Oh, because that also needs to minus this dot font dot width of this dot current caller dot name divided by 2. Yeah, there you go. And then yeah, we just need like a quick thing. Component is calling text. And we'll just do that, and then we'll say minus this dot font dot width, and let me say it's called text divided by 2, like that. And I don't think I can hot swap that, but that's okay. Now I'd like to have this be bigger though. I don't know how you draw text that's bigger. I don't think that's possible. So I guess we'll just have to leave it like this. Deal with that. And this is fine actually. I think if we get rid of that, yeah, let's add both of these to the language. So add phone full screen dot title phone call with style. Maybe actually you might be onto something. Yes, I will try that in a second. Phone call screen dot these all have that as a... Oh no, that's fine. Yeah. Yeah, I think there is a way to do that, isn't there? Not font. But how? Because... Oh, probably using like a component. So like if I do component dot literal, or can I do component? Yeah, if I do literal, then can I say with style? And then I don't know like what the styles are. Is there just like a style? Style. There's a style dot empty. Find use. With color, with bold, with font, with formats. No, we need to look at because like the slash title command, for example, right? That draws text bigger than these. So there's obviously a way to do it. Modify the font. Yeah, but that kind of like Minecraft isn't designed to have multiple fonts, you know. But it's just not like that's not how it's coded. So that becomes like a pretty big problem when I try and do something like that. I think we would have better luck trying to figure out what does /title do. So title command. Obviously, this is server side, so we need to find out what it does. Client side, right? That's clear title, reset title, show title. Go. So with a and success. Success. Single. At time. Send packet of factory.apply. Show title. Where is show title in register? I somehow completely missed it then, I guess. Oh, because this is really long. I see. That's why I missed it. Because this is just an extremely long. Oh my god, look at this. Required arguments builder, cast to requirement arguments builder, cast to required arguments builder, cast to required arguments builder, cast to a freaking commands.argument. Like, what? Hello? Okay. So, execute, show title, targets, title, factory, client bound, set title, text, packet. Okay, so we need to find where this is used and, or more specifically, where it's handled. Right, so client packet listener, set title text. Here we go. So that just does UI.HUD.set title, and then it uses this .title. So let's find usages of that. Okay, so it just scales it up. It just does graphics.pose.scale, which I thought about doing, but I feel like when I've done that in the past, it's caused a bunch of problems. But I mean, I'll try. .push and graphics.pose.scale and do like try 4 times the size and just see what happens, and then pop. Okay, well, I can't hot swap it because I gained something. Oh, I added this. So yeah, I can't hot swap it, but I can see. Yeah, I felt like last time I did this it caused problems, but as I said, we will try. Okay. Worked. As I don't see anything now. Somehow. What did this do again? Where was it? Here? That's just text with backdrop. That's just graphics.next stratum. Do I need to do that? Oh, you know what the problem probably is, actually? It's that I scale it, and then I try and draw it at this position, And so I think what's happening is that's not working because that's scaled up, right? So it's doing 4 times that position. So like with what it does here, where it scales, but it also translates first. I think that's probably... Oh, but that's in a different push. But I think if I translate it first, right? So if I do graphics.pose.translate, and then I do that, it doesn't like it because I didn't do yeah, see, that's worked better. Now the only problem, of course, is that like font.width obviously is I guess I need to do... So, I mean, first of all, I think 4 times is too. And then it's just like figuring out, okay, font.width. I'm doing divided by 2. Maybe just don't divide by 2. Because, yeah, that gets it in the middle. Because that makes sense, right? Hello, 7/10. Welcome to the stream. Don't worry about what is on your screen. Okay, I still need divided by 2, or I need divided by... So if I'm timesing by 1.5, I need to divide by... Do I also just divide by 1.5? Is that right? Yeah. Is that right? Or does that just look like it's right? If I'm just scaling... Or do I need to do divided by 2? Do I need to do... What? Oh shit. What button am I pressing that does the bookmark? I don't know. Like if I divide by 2 times 1.5, is that the same? Like, what is that? What is that? If I do that. Is that the same? I think that's the same, right? I think that's... No, that's... Oh, I don't know. What are you making? Don't worry about it. That's all I'll say. No, we've got Marvin Beak. We've got Tim Cheese. Look, we've got Skibbity Toilet. We've got Simon Claw. We've got Quandale Dingle. We got John Pork. Can we get what about the other one? We've got Bob Bacon briefly showing up. We got... Can we get the other guy? It's a very low chance. Why is Bob Bacon so rare, by the way? Anyways. What are you trying to position? This title. Tim Cheese. Let's just run data gen real quick so that I can get this is cooling stuff fixed, because I don't like that. This also, I think, needs to be times 1.5, I think. Maybe not. Something like that. I don't know. Why did this fail? Hello? You okay? Missing item model definitions. And that causes it to fail? Yeah, to make the font bigger, yeah. But what? I don't understand. You can't have a missing item model without... That's so stupid. Like, hello? Why is that a thing? Fine. If you insist. That item. I don't know why I hot swapped that. There's literally zero benefit to me doing that. Okay, lovely. So now if I do a build, we'll let the resources do their thing. Whatever, that's not going to do anything. And then F3T. Nice. So now we get John Pork is calling. Or Bob Bacon is calling. Simon Claw is calling. Toy is calling. Kimchi is calling. And we get, who are we missing? We're missing Quandale Dingle is calling. Marvin Beak is calling. I want to get, what's his name? What's his name? I want to get Wide's one. DeQuavius Pork. Can we get DeQuavius Pork? There you go, DeQuavius Pork. Lovely. Alright, CS7410. It'd be nice if we could get it to scale to fit, but I feel like we're not gonna. But let me close. Yeah, close that now. Okay. I'm gonna add a decline button, and then probably we'll just end the stream there. So this should be fairly simple. I mean, add renderable widget, which will be button dot builder. Yeah, something like that. I don't know. Oh no, we actually need image button dot builder, which will be components. So, well, we won't actually have a message to component dot empty. Then we'll have button like that, which we'll do on close. I don't know what all these numbers are like. What the hell is going on here? What is all this? We can do, yeah, the bounds. I don't know what the bounds are going to need to be. Oh, I don't need to, I shouldn't be doing this in the... So that's fine. I don't know what any of these numbers mean, but it's okay. How do I actually say what the texture is? Like, hello? Am I blind? Hello? Like, how do I say what the texture is? What? Wait. Oh, image button.builder doesn't call the builder of image button. It calls the builder of button. That's incredibly cringe, by the way. Image button needs to have its own friggin' builder then, doesn't it? But okay, whatever. I don't think it has all these parameters. Yeah, we have XY, so that's XY, width, height, that'll just be 100, 100. No, it probably won't be 100. 100. It's okay. And then we'll do a new widget sprites. So we'll have sprite and then focused. So I don't remember. Did I add the texture? I added decline buttons. Let's add that in. Identifier decline all but texture. Okay. We'll just add decline cool button for now. And then there was something else which is on press. So we'll do button, which will just be on close. Like that. Okay. The positioning, I mean, that's not going to be right, but I also am not convinced that this is going to work because I don't know how it's going to know what the size of the button is meant to be. But yeah, like if I do that, what's it doing? Yeah, it thinks it's going to be 256 by 256, which it's not. I could maybe fix that. So I could probably... Currently it's 360 by 360. I think I could probably just scale it down to 6 by... But it's a bit jank doing that. Let's get Codex to finish this. Oops. I just asked Codex. I'm so stupid. Here we are. Can you add a custom button class for the decline button that correctly uses the button texture as it needs to draw with that button texture size, not the 256 that vanilla expect. Place the button towards the middle bottom of the screen. I think it can do that. It now knows how to draw a texture, right? Because we've done that here. It can clearly see what the space of the phone is by looking at all of this. So this should be revealed. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. And then, yeah, after that we will probably end the stream. And I feel like, guys, since I've streamed every day so far this week, I feel obligated to stream Friday, Saturday, Sunday as well. So you may get a stream every single day of this week, but do not expect that to be the norm, is what I will say. I do plan on streaming this kind of thing more often, just because it's like very non-taxing on me. Like this is very little work, I can't lie. And it's fun, and I like having some fun. So I will say I will probably stream this kind of thing more often, but don't expect it to be every single day of every week. That's not going to happen. But yeah, I'm probably going to try and stream every day of this week, just because, I mean, I'm already this far into the week, I might as well. I don't have anything that I need to do tomorrow after work, I don't think, unless I've forgotten something. Pretty sure I haven't forgotten anything. And yeah, Saturday, Sunday, I don't have anything that I need to do either, so it should be fine. No guarantee how long those streams will be, by the way. You know, I'm probably not gonna. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, it set the weight of DeQuaver's pork back to 100. No, we want DeQuaver's pork back to 5. Thank you. I did not tell you to change that, but it is what it is. Okay, was it done? Let's have a look at what it's done. Yeah, oh, a new textured button. I didn't know that was a thing. Oh, that's a thing it's created. I was gonna say I didn't think that was a thing. But okay, let's rerun the client and see if this is done. Oh, by the way, guys, a small update on Railroad. I had a quick look into it today to see what state it's in. And yeah, it's worse than I thought, I can't lie. I'm currently just trying to get it to be able to like compile Railroad in Railroad, and currently it gets like 4,500 errors, I think it was. That would come up. So that works. I need it to be bigger though. I need the button to be about 5 stats. 5 stats. What errors? A lot. 4,500 of them to be specific. So I don't know when I'm gonna get around to fixing that, because honestly, it's kind of just setting codecs on it for like a couple days straight. That's kind of all I can do to fix it. Because I even if I wanted to, I physically don't have the time to fix all of those errors. Oh god, it's changed to constant. Are you kidding me? Ugh, that means I can't hot swap it. Right. Oh, I can. Lovely. That's actually great. That's all I wanted. But I actually kind of don't want a decline button. I want it to be, I don't know, I want to have some kind of like I want this to be more than just this, you know? You know what I mean? I want it to be like you accept the call and then something happens, rather than you just decline the call and it's done. I don't know. Maybe this is fine though. It's quite funny. Very much enjoy this. But anyway, guys, yeah, I'm gonna end the stream here because I have some other stuff I need to do before. So I need to get that stuff done tonight, ideally. So yeah, I'm gonna end the stream here. Hope you all enjoyed. I will be live again tomorrow, and yeah, I will see you then. Goodbye.